Alright, hello. This is Puppy the Cat, back again. I haven't been here in quite a while, but trying to get back into the swing of things, especially since it's summer now. College was pretty good this year. One more year to go. And anyways, today we'll be playing... that was my last save. I tried it out for a little bit. But this is... oh. Am I able to save here? Yeah. Main menu. Good. Yeah. Okay. So today we are playing Roadwarden. This I don't know all that much about, but it definitely looks really interesting, and I wanted to try it out. One moment, please. Just checking that the stream sounds good. Oh, that's not right. Alright, not really sure why, but I can't seem to log in to Twitch on my phone. So, that's fun. Okay. I just really want to make sure, because I can't really switch between tabs. My computer is a little funky wonky. So I'm creating a new account so I can actually watch and make sure that this works. Use the wrong email. That's fun. Gosh, I cannot spell for the life of me. There we go. Finally. Alright, there we go. I can actually hear myself. Everything's good. I can see the chat. And of course I followed myself just for that extra little boost. Heck yeah. Alright. So I suppose we'll get into the thing. Get in the swing of things. This is Roadwarden. Hello everybody. And let's try it out. I don't know if my voice is that relaxing for a story time, but we'll see how it goes. Everyone knows to stay away from the wilderness. Most people would never risk a lonely journey. Roadwardens not only accept the struggle, they embrace it. They deliver messages, assist merchants, burn human corpses, and if possible, get rid of the beasts and highwaymen. They live on the road, die young, or retire early. It's a dangerous job, but a respectable one, and it pays well. I better check my bundles, or let's leave the safety of the city walls. I say, let's leave. Alright, oh, difficulty mode. Um, oh, there's a time limit? Gosh, I hate time limits. Well, I've never really played this before, so let's just try casual for now. I suppose I'm not very familiar with RPGs, so we'll just go casual, just for the start of things. So far, I'm really liking the graphics. It's really cute. The wall's still standing, there are no wolves around, no stench of blood. Good signs. This should be the place you're looking for. You were supposed to meet with a group of soldiers, but you hear no voices, no sounds of labor. The gate is ajar, but the camp isn't safe. It may keep away the goblins and peddlers, but not these folk, nor trolls. And the night is near. Gosh, how do I say that? Your palfrey breathes heavily. It had a long day. Okay. Well, I say let's just be cautious, check around. Considering the noise, you doubt that anyone noticed the clatter of hooves. The short, dry grasses barely cover the arid soil of this valley, but you're maybe a minute away from the edge of the sparse woods, which get denser as they climb up the hills. At best, this trail has a few more years before getting overgrown for good. Hard to believe it's the only route north. I could look for another shelter, dismount, speak to the gate, get off the horse and enter the path. Let's just peek inside. Oh, okay. Take care of yourself. If you're hurt or exhausted, some actions won't be available to you. The weaker you are, the higher chance you'll die in combat. That's fun. Alright, let's not die today. Your heavy boots hit the ground and the pain of the long ride finally catches up with you. You stretch out, bringing your back and legs comfort. All you want now is a table, a decent chair, a nice mug of beer, and some more stew. Warm stew. There we go. With any luck, your axe won't be needed here. Well, guess we're approaching the camp. If it's a military camp, it doesn't look the part. Plenty of wasted space, the fire pit is cold. 2 people are sitting at the table, tired and disheartened. I cannot speak for the life of me. They're looking in different directions, paying no attention to one another. One of them is holding a cup. After a moment, you notice a quiet humming. You recognize the melody of a light-hearted drinking song from the city harbor. Alright, well, let's say hi. It takes them a few breaths to glance in your direction. The first person greets you with a wave of his hand. There are bags under his eyes, his beard is messy. Despite his simple shirt, he's wearing durable, decent boots. A mace with a head covered in iron hangs at his side, but he doesn't reach for it. He takes a look at the second soul. Or I do, not he. Actually, yeah. Just like you, she's wearing a gambeson. I think I said that right. But hers is a bit loose, as if she took it off a corpse. Her head is shaven, as if she's protecting herself from flesh-eating bugs. Her eyes are weary, yet kind. She smiles. Considering the squad was sent here half a year ago, these 2 surely look the part. Though there should be more of them. 8, you believe. Should we be direct, or should we just let... I say... I'll let them speak first, I suppose. It's nice to see an unarmed traveler in this godforsaken... am I allowed to swear on Twitch? I'm not sure. This god-forsaken place makes me just a tiny bit hopeful. The bearded man's voice is strong yet timid. You'll be staying the night with us, I guess. We're soldiers, he and I, as the armored woman. Her voice switches from half asleep to relax. We'll do our best to keep the camp safe, but if you were to take the first watch, it would be a huge help. Travelers ought to help each other, wouldn't you say? You think for a moment. To fully rest, you need a good sleep. Well, I did just kind of enter their camp, so sure. Fantastic, she leaves. She rubs her hands together. I don't remember the last time I had more than half a night of sleep. The hours before midnight should be the calmest. Just wake us up if anything happens. The man flushes you a wide smile. It's easy to wake us up. Just yell. He drinks from his mug. I ask them about their lieutenant. Alright, you wonder how to phrase your question. Whenever you meet new people, you can influence how they perceive you by selecting one of the attitudes. Friendly, playful, distance, intimidating, or vulnerable. How about we're just friendly? That sounds right. I was hoping to meet with your lieutenant. Could we talk for a bit? The woman lets out a loud sigh, dusts off her gambeson, and steps toward you. She pays little attention to the sword at her side. We most definitely can, you and I, though holding this rank is still somewhat new to me. Are you a messenger? Did you lose your mount? She observes you with curiosity. Curiosity? No. Curiosity. Or are you looking for help? I'm your new Roadwarden. My horse is waiting outside. Really? The soldier in the shirt leans forward. That explains how you got here in one piece, all by yourself. Better bring your beast here, adds the lieutenant. We have no hay, but I bet it dreams of dropping its saddle. A long pause. I'm Tulia, by the way. She reaches out her hand. I shake her hand. Yeah, let's just be friendly. What is my name? Should my name be? Who knows? How about, well, my name is Puppy the Cat, but I can't just go Puppy the Cat, can I? Well, I kind of like sleep. Wait, gosh, what is the name of the character typically in Baldur's Gate? Tam? No. Tav! Yeah, you know, we'll just go Tav. That works for me. Her grasp is confident, the shake is slight. Just keep your horse away from the tents. She steps away. We don't need to spell its stung. Spell? Not smell. Gosh, my words. Ah, there's this one issue. The soldier in the shirt also rises to his feet. We've no tent to spare. You have to use a blanket or something. No problem. I enjoy observing the stars. Yeah, we'll be a little optimistic. There we go. I think living as a road warden, you'll need a little bit of optimism. You walk through the gate. Your mount looks around and snorts anxiously. Not many humans could ride a horse. It's only taller than you, but also bulky, as heavy as it is strong. You can get in the saddle with a single breath, but most people wouldn't know where to even begin. From every side, it's a wall of flesh. Horses were brought to the Dragonwoods from the conquests in the south. They can trot for a long time, but won't outrun some of the local monsters. Your palfrey needs you to survive, but without it, you too would be lost. Let's be nice. I don't I don't care how it feels. That's a little harsh. He's my only companion. Does our horse even have a name? I'm not even sure. Anyways, it takes a few steps towards you, scolding you with another snort. You scratch the bottom of its neck, with strength and confidence, just the way it likes it. Humans see useful animals, and even pets, as monsters in disguise. Getting emotionally attached to them is believed to lead humans to their doom. But you know that horses need companionship. I speak to it gently and lead it to the camp. You end up next to the fire pit. Removing the saddle makes the horse snicker with relief. You take a couple of minutes to examine its back, just in case. While the riding equipment is not that heavy for such a strong animal, with enough time, it starts to chafe. You wish it had something better than eat than this shabby grass. You should look for an inn. But first, let's unpack. You haven't brought that many items, and you lost one of the sacks while fleeing the Crimson Corpse Eaters. Worst of all, you have no rope left, but maybe the soldiers could spare one. Shouldn't cost more than a dragon bone. Dragon bone? We have dragon bone? And you're just like, yeah, I can trade dragon bone for some rope. Aside from the travel set, you own a few valuable possessions, essential for your trade. Ooh, alright, let's see. We could be a fighter, mage, or a scholar. A fighter, I spent my savings on decent combat equipment. I have a fine gambeson, an axe made of steel, and a reliable crossbow with quarrels. Mage, I have talismans that help me use my powers, as well as an iron axe and a worn gambeson. Scholar, I carry writing instruments and alchemical ingredients, as well as an iron axe, a worn gambeson, and a small healing potion. I want to learn more about the 3 classes. Okay, so far we only have 2 classes. Or 3. I think I might just go basic as a fighter. That sounds pretty decent. It's a classic. But also mage. I'm not sure about scholar. That might involve more... I wonder if you can gather herbs in this game. Or like plants, medicinal plants, that kind of thing. That'd be pretty cool. Let's think. So, well, yeah, a crossbow's pretty good. Otherwise a mage does sound pretty cool. Yeah, let's go with a mage. That sounds good. You unpack and inspect your belongings. Your water skin isn't pierced. The spare clothes are still here. Just in case, you take a look at your wooden bowl and mug, your cape, tinderbox, bandages, food rations, knife, nothing special, too cumbersome. From time to time, your routine helps you avoid mistakes, but this doesn't make it more exciting. Alright. Oh, we can look at our inventory. Taking hits will damage your armor. You can fix it in various settlements. Alright. 15 minutes before dusk. Vitality 3 out of 4. Oh yeah, because I need sleep. Armor 2 out of 4. It will stop with lighter attacks, but not for long. Alright, well... I suppose... For now, let's return to the soldiers. Oh wait. Inventory. Oh, okay. This is cute. Unless you're occupied with another task, you can eat food, drink potions, and use our items from this menu. Be sure to click on new items you receive, as some of them can have unusual applications. Alright, food rations. Ah, nuts and seeds. I shall eat like a bird. I don't know, I thought seeds funny. I'm not even... merchandise. Alright, we got some coins. 10 coins, I believe. Gambeson. Okay, so Gambeson is just a defensive jacket. Alright. I just haven't heard that word in ages. Alright, magical amulets. Alright. Numba? Numba? Numa? I think I'm just gonna pronounce that as Numa. Yeah, I don't really understand. I guess I'm a mage. Your sack contains all sorts of useful tools. Oh, cute. Alright, well, let's... Oh yeah, I have simple battle axe. well, let's get back into the swing of things. You're at the table again, observing your beasts and chatting between themselves. Your stomach growls at the sight of them eating out of wooden bowls. One more bowl was put at a previously unused end of the table. You can sit down on a tree log. I can either join them and take a look at the meal. I thank them for the meal, but I don't want to eat with them. I sit down and ask Talia what she can tell me about this area, or I can completely ignore the meal. Let's just join them. Take a look at the meal. It's cold gruel, the meal eaten in times of hardship. This specific bowl is filled with water, hog millet, some strange-looking cereals, and blueberries. Welcoming you with a meal, even a humble one, is beyond their duty. Soldiers live with and for their companions, constantly on the move from one part of the realm to another, making sacrifices to protect their group as they face dozens of hideous creatures. Their lives are filled with discipline, hardship, and camaraderie. Roadwardens, on the other hand, learn how to work by themselves. They seldom engage in open combat, patrolling the same roads for years. They help settlements stay in touch, but also maintain commerce, settle down, forge friendships. When there are no laws to follow, they use their own judgment. Different responsibilities, different lifestyles. Okay, well, let's eat quickly and not focus on the taste. Then we'll talk to Talia, or Tulia. She's focused and chooses her words carefully. She looks away only when she gathers her thoughts. I'm afraid I can tell you less than I would like to, and less than I should. She nods towards the other soldier. As you can see, there's not much of us left. At the beginning of summer, there were 8 of us, including our previous lieutenant. 5 are dead, 1 has run away in tears. We're also strangers in this land, adds her companion. Any piece of information may help me do my job. The man leans forward, his legs shake nervously. He sounds like a kid asking a bard to sing one more story, tell a joke, or do a magic trick. Whatever it takes to escape from boredom. His untrimmed beard hides a much younger face than you originally thought. What did the officials tell you? I expect not much. No soul governs these lands. Alright, I can share what I consider to be relevant, or what I've discussed with the officials. Let's just share what's relevant. Let's be nice to these people. They've given me food, let me in. It's pretty good. Alright, you tell the soldiers how little guidance you've received. Since this area is too far away from Hovland, to keep it under control, you were warned that it's untamed and unknown. Oh, there goes the doggo. Wow, she took a nice barking at the bikers outside. I had a nice little drink of water. And let's continue. Who knows how many villages, bandits, or monsters may be found in these unmapped hills and forests. From time to time, new people come here to look for boundless opportunities. Most of them never return. Do they return into walking corpses, or find what they're looking for? No soul could tell me, so I was looking for your guidance. The lieutenant drinks from her cup and crosses her legs, ankle on knee. Seeing her chair makes you doubt she'll ever find a comfortable position. Where should we start? Okay, so let's ask about the peninsula first. I'll tell you what I know, and you'll be the judge, says the lieutenant. How long did it take you to get here from the city? On a decent palfrey, I guess it'd be 3-4 days? When you confirm, she continues. From here, you can reach the coast in about a day as long as you don't make any stops. Do you know the situation? Why no ships can get here? You nod. The sea route allows Hovland officials to keep in touch with the coastal villages, collect taxes, move the soldiers, collect lumber, deliver tools, etc. But maintaining order on a wild coast such as this one is like filling the ocean depths with coins. Because of the rocks, you can hardly stop a ship 5 miles from the shore, and boats can't get much closer. Okay. She nods. I don't know much about fishing, but there's not that many people living on the shore, and they don't crave to stay in touch with the city folk. As she pauses, her companion carries on. No soul from the north ever came to camp, but when we travel to the roadside inn, Pelt to the north, they're happy to trade, and to play dice. Why not just stay at one of the settlements? The man clears his throat. I mean, you know, we're here to guard this road. This camp is our post, and well... He turns towards Tulia. She lowers her voice. Don't take it the wrong way, Tav, but are you a devout soul? Oh. Ooh. I can choose my beliefs. Okay, so I can choose a United Church, Order of Truth, my fellowship? Oh, freedom of shell, Nema, and soul are the main virtues of life. My community is unique and independent, and so are the members. I have a place in my fellowship. Ooh, a pagan. I have a strong connection of nature and spirits, and follow the path of my ancestors. Some of my beliefs may be considered sinister and treacherous by the city folk. Probably call me a pagan. Ooh. Or I can be an atheist. Alright, I don't know. A pagan sounds fun. Spirits in nature. That's pretty good. And I'm a mage. I can be an old mage of the pagan way. There we go. A pagan Roadwarden. The man scratches his head without the slightest subtlety. Now I'm not sure we can have a conversation. We're civilized people. The lieutenant clears her throat. I'm from the United Church, but I'm not a priest or anything. I'm definitely not a zealot. Zealot? How do you say that? Zealot? I think so. An awkward pause. The United Church has spilled the blood of countless pagan tribes, making it clear that who's not with them is against them. Your family shared gruesome stories about the atrocities committed by the priests against your ancestors. Sure, I'm not looking for squabbles. The people here are disquieting. Every few words, she taps the table with her finger. Their traditions won't help them negotiate with the officials. Here, she starts to draw lines with her index finger as if she's pointing at an invisible map. The peninsula is connected with roads, like a big circle. In the northwest, you'll find a weird village at a bog. It's not exactly pagan. I don't think it even has a priest who claims to be ermite. She nods. She means a fellowship. They do crazy stuff, her companion chips in. They use the dead to cut down trees and dig in soil. Once I saw it, I begged to never return there. I see. You've heard tales such as this one when you were a child. If an isolated settlement manages to survive without a city's influence, its customs and traditions grow more and more alien. Every generation learns how to adapt to the dangerous conditions they have to deal with, and the rustic pagan traditions muddy their river of faith. The United Church often warns its memories about the crazy druids, necromancers, and blood mages, the bringers of doom, the traitors to humankind. Were you able to speak with these necromancers? Any monster worth mentioning? Let's ask about the East. Hard to tell. When we went there only once, there were hills, forests, rivers. We saw a tunnel sculpted in leaves and branches. But we didn't enter it. Wilderness all around. Were you able to speak with the necromancers? You can see why we're not eager to go there if we could avoid it, the lieutenant chuckles. Maybe they'll be more welcoming to a Roadwarden. The roads are dangerous with little to no shelters. People need your help. The man in the shirt turns a bit and points a finger to the northwest. If you're heading to the undead village, you'll get to an inn first, and soon. Tulia nods. Pelt to the north is a safe place. You can talk with the innkeep or the guards. Ask them about the road. Any monster worth mentioning? Anything that could catch my mount? We saw all sorts of beasts. The man starts to count on his finger. Goblins, treants, cats large and small, runners, howlers, wolves, spiked boars, wolflin eaters, griffins. But we managed to stay away. Some could catch up with the most mounts. Tulia glances at her companion. Though Palfrey should be fine. The trees are so tall that the flying creatures keep to the coast and mountains. There's not that many humans around, and the animals are busy fighting amongst themselves. They fight more for food than territory. The soldier cracks his knuckles. Don't provoke them and ride fast. Just count on luck. That's all I need to know. Any idea what happened to the previous Roadwarden? Tulia takes a deep breath. Aren't you a bit late for a rescue mission? We haven't heard from him for almost half a year. The soldiers speak for a bit between themselves, trying to get the story straight. They confirm that he had stopped by their camp a few times, but stopped showing up at all in early summer. The bearded soldier starts to scratch at the table with the tip of his knife without looking at you. I don't remember his voice, always busy, drowning in things to take care of. He would sit somewhere, sharpen his sword, fix his loud, mail, clean clothes, write notes on that wax tablet of his. Yep, and leave it on. Unlike us, Asterion never gets bored. Tulia lets out a joyless chuckle. He's secretive, but some of the locals speak about him warmly. Maybe he just doesn't like us. Sounds like you're not sure if he's dead or not. If anyone knows, they won't tell us. Maybe someone is keeping him in a basement. The man carves with passion. We haven't seen him or his saurian. Something ate them, I bet. The officials have hired you, right? They don't expect him to return. Richer roadwardens often use four-legged meat-eating saurians as their mounts. They have to be tamed and trained since they're hatching. But, unlike horses, they can easily defend themselves from many monsters. At least your palfrey is fast and reliable, and won't suddenly sink its teeth into an innocent passerby. Do you know what he was looking for? Maybe he left you a message? Neither one of us had any insight into his dealings, said Tulia. My predecessor left me no clues. He also took a look at Asterion stuff. Wait, she raises her open palm. I almost forgot. She stands up and heads to a nearby tent. He has kids in a village near Hovelava. I was planning to take all his things there. A pouch, second spear, decent bow, some potions. Quite a treasure, she glances at you. But I would much prefer to bring them to the truth about their father. So you want me to find out what happened to him in exchange for his stuff? Here's the catch. She dusts off her hilt of her sword. We've hired a messenger to ask the commanders for further orders. Since she hasn't returned, and you know nothing about her, she either ran away or something happened to her. We were meant to stay here until the fall. What do you think? Come see us. Tell us what you've learned about the man, and we'll help you get back to Hovlavan together. You think about your real mission. We were planning to return to Hovlavan in the early fall anyway. If he's alive, I don't think he's going to be happy about me taking away all of his possessions. True, but he's considered dead. I doubt he'd begrudge you anything. And who knows, you may just find his shell lying on the roadside tomorrow. He wears mail, uses a spear mostly. Maybe 5 feet tall, bit stout. Long red beard, short hair. Pale face, rarely smiles. She glances at her companion, but after he adds nothing, she sits down and stretches out her legs. So, find what happened to him. Dead, alive, left, just let me know. I've lost my rope. Could you spare one? Yeah, we'll go for that. You're in luck. She heads towards one of the crates and moves aside a large linen sack, revealing a rope. She brings it back and nonchalantly sits down on her chair. Take it. I was planning to leave it behind. Nice. For now, I leave the rope on the table. Okay. What happened to the camp? The man shrugs. Bandits happened, and monsters. A strong band, though, his companion chips in. When we got to the peninsula in spring, we saw some people living in this camp. The lieutenant decided to avoid it and look for an inn. We had to travel through the night for a bit. The bearded soldier scoffs and crosses his arms, but she carries on. If he had decided otherwise, we would have all died that day. The innkeeper explained that the camp is a trap. The armed ones pretend to be soldiers, stay there at night, lose everything you have. Sounds like slave hunters. Julia sighs. Very much so. They killed some and took others away, who knows where. They were letting the northerners go, hoping to avoid their wrath. Kinda worked, adds a soldier. We asked them for help, but they refused. We had to clear the entire camp on our own, and that's why 3 of our people died. Don't exaggerate. It's not like the lieutenant didn't make a mistake. He wanted to get rid of them and take over their camp, but we didn't know our enemy well enough. We were outnumbered, and they had an ice mage among them. She looks at you. At least we cleared the road, saved lives. You mentioned monsters as well? Nothing that would surprise you. Those of us who survived the skirmishes were young, too inexperienced to spend a summer in this place without a good leader. And they didn't trust me. One of them got caught by treants. Another one ignored my odors. Ooh, I gotta get a water. Gosh, I might have to play this on my own. I haven't read this long out loud in ages. Well, let's at least try and finish, a few more questions, and then we'll see. That's not much of a story, honestly. She looks at her hand, which is currently rolling a mug over the table. In the city, there's a strict order of, what should I call it? She exchanges her look with a companion, but he can't help her. Well, leadership succession, I guess. Hovlavian chief selects commanders, those select the lieutenants, and those put their soldiers in order of priority. If a lieutenant dies, they get replaced by the next soldier in line. So you were a successor? Nah, not exactly. When we fought the bandits, our lieutenant was hit by a slingshot. His boyfriend jumped to help him, but failed to protect either of them from the spell. It was like a ball of ice that hung above them and exploded, piercing their heads, completely voiding their shield. Really unpleasant. She pauses. And you were the third in line, is that right? Basically, yeah, she says without enthusiasm. I didn't plan to become leader, though. I'll get demoted once we return to the city. I prefer to follow anyway. What was your squad's mission? The lieutenant looks in your eyes. You know, usual. Making the roads safe, keeping people alive. I explained that it may be important for me to know that they have tried what they have tried to accomplish. I can't really tell you. Let's just say it would be nice to have a reliable outpost somewhere nearby. A place where you can always find a group of fighters willing to protect you in the name of the law. She tilts her head back. Now, if you have any other questions... Anything I should know about this camp? The story is brief. Some merchants built the camp to have an extra shop for mules and donkeys. Oh, I gotta cough again. Alright. Yeah, my throat is dying from all this talking. You know, I might just have to read along and hope that whoever's watching can read it along as fast as I can. Gosh, hacking up a lung over here. Had to keep muting. Alright. Alright, so we'll go to the innkeeper. Avoid cheap jokes, stick to the trade, don't waste his time. Alright, that sounds good. Let's prepare for the night. So is Asterion the name of the other Roadwarden, I guess? I think so. Alright, the watchtower? Thanks a lot. Oh, it's nighttime. Honestly, we'll probably save here. My throat is killing me, and it feels weird just reading in silence. So, yeah, that might be here for now. Alright, I'll definitely have to play this again, though. Once my throat is... I can't... Well, I guess I was talking for over 30 minutes. Anyways, I'm probably gonna go play Minecraft at some point today. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for listening, I guess. A little bit of Roadwarden. We'll definitely have to play again later. Definitely once my throat is better. I don't know, I just drank through a whole cup of water, so... Or a mug of water, as they say in Roadwarden. Anyways, thank you for watching and listening. This is Puppy the Cat, and thank you. Have a great day, everybody.